very sloppy game for us. Disappointed in a lot of things that went on tonight. So I have a saying: if we're going to die, we're going to die my way. Danny Glover, lethal weapon. Which is with guys that don't take bad shots because they're hunting points and guys that will pass the ball. So that's got me upset. Other than that, I need to play Brandon Williams more because he understands the most important thing on offense on this team. Anybody want to guess what it is?
Muscle.
Pass the ball to the dem ball. You want to play, it's real simple. Play defense, be solid, rebound, and on offense, if the dem ball is open in the low post, passing the ball. You'll probably be in. I'm sure there's a lot of guys in the history of basketball smart enough to figure that one out. Guys that played with Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. It's simple.
Other than the shot hunting, there were some statistics that look good for a first game. Defense holding them at 33%. You only committed 7 turnovers with a team with a lot of freshmen.
Hard to turn it over when you got guys playing selfish, taking bad shots. We're going to get right to the point early because with this team, I'm not sugarcoating it. I ain't messing around. Because we got 12 guys once Burkay is cleared, hopefully. And I ain't got to play all 12, so it's going to be real simple. Okay. Around here, don't come here and don't send your player here if you don't want to play team basketball. Okay. Be smart enough to know it. Gave them a quiz, they couldn't get it. You know who the highest guard, what's the highest draft choice of a guard in the history of UCLA? I know the answer. You can go ahead. Who was it? Lonzo Ball. What was the best thing he did?
Pass the ball.
Damn right. Nobody knows how many points he had. You know what he shot from the field? Almost 54. You know what he shot from 3? Almost 43. You know why? He shot when he was wide open. Because he was a great passer. The problem is that today's kids have people tell them they got to get points. They listen to those types of people instead of somebody like me that would be a so-called expert in my field. So-called. I am the coach at UCLA, and I didn't win a scratch-off to get the job. Or stay at a Holiday Inn last night. So it's frustrating. I'm frustrated. Frustrated when kids do that stuff because they make themselves look bad, and it makes me look bad because I got pride. You know, some people don't, I do. You know, and I blame myself. So I'm mad because when my team does that, it's a reflection on me. To me, you watch great coaches, their teams don't take bad shots. Their teams play for each other.
Coach, is that what went into limiting Jan and Elaine?
Alon took a fall for Scooter. His practice was limited. He's going to play for us. And he can shoot, he rebounds, he shoots when he's open. He had a lot of problems with his wrist. Tonight's the first time he didn't have it taped up. And he wouldn't shoot the ball in practice the last couple of days because he could hardly get his wrist fixed. Look, when it goes to playing time around here, guys, the truth is guys wouldn't be playing if Amari Bailey and Jalen Clark were back here and were healthy. Okay, so I got to play guys that may not deserve it. So Jan Vide may play more Friday. You know, we're going to play guys that do what I ask them to do. And, you know, that's the problem with our team right now is you've got guys that I have to play that haven't earned it yet. So we got to figure it out on the fly. See, they get confused though. They think they're playing because their rivals ranking. Their scout.com ranking.
You went with
They're playing because Amari and Jalen are in Charlotte, Minnesota.
You went with Nuba and Bona to start the game.
I was telling the truth. Yeah.
How did you like that? I mean, it's the first game, but how do you think that?
Yeah, look, you know, we're trying a lot of things. The problem is they both get tired at the same time. You know, Adai just found out he was going to play a few days ago. He hasn't played an organized game in 4 months. He didn't play in either exhibition, either scrimmage, and it showed tonight. It even showed with them early on. He was a nervous wreck early on. He really led the parade. He took a bad top of the key shot, and then he took a horrible Euro step shot. You know, and what I told him is, when you start doing that, you see what everybody else did. Then they started doing it. You know, he got to be the guy I count on. You know, well, he should never take a bad shot because I'm going to get him the ball. He don't need to hunt. I'm going to get it to him. I'm going to play the guys that get it to him. So I'm just trying to figure it out. I don't know. You know, I'd like to have Burkay. We need Burkay. But I was really happy with Brandon Williams because I don't look at the stat sheet. See, I can tell what's on a guy's mind. Brandon Williams was trying to do his job, play defense, and on offense, he was trying to play team basketball. Take a team shot, you're wide open, you got to shoot it. He got stuck with a late clock grenade. It was his teammate's fault. But he tries to do the right thing. He turned 18 the other day, so really happy with him. But as far as big, small, we got a lot of figuring it all out to do.
Coach John W. Davis with the Southern California News Group. Two things for you. First, congratulations on winning your 100th game here at UCLA.
Just happy to be alive, my man.
What's your
Thank you
reaction?
for saying.
Yeah, what's your reaction to that? And then also, I didn't know this career high. Talk about that a little bit.
Not a surprise. Not a surprise. I mean, look, guys, we were going deep last year. If you don't get hurt, it's just a reality. I've said this to you guys. Has anybody looked it up? Like there's the efficiency thing about him last year. We were like plus 32 when he was in the game last year.
Does it mean anything to you to get 100 wins here?
It means I'm still going. But look, if you're coaching here, you can forget individual accolades. You'll never, ever, ever accomplish what Coach Wooden did. But even if, when I was at Cincinnati, people say, oh, you should have stayed there, you'd be the winningest coach ever, this and that. It's not what I'm about. My father didn't raise me that way. Happy to have my health, happy to have my job. The numbers and that for other people. But I appreciate you saying congratulations.
Coach, Lazar was only off the floor for about 3.5 minutes.
And that's 3.5 minutes too much. Right now, with all these freshmen, okay, he needs to get in better shape and play 40.
What did you make of what he's brought to the table, especially having 2 years of experience in the Pac-12 already?
Well, I told him in the first half, he's such a humble guy, and the whole, the fact that he watched UCLA up close is a problem because he's too humble, and he needs to get double-figure shot attempts every game for us to be who we could be. He has to be that. He has to average double figures. Okay, and our guys need to understand that. Like right now, he's our best shooter. He's our best reader of screens. Okay, he talks the most. He's our smartest player. He's got 8 rebounds. He turns it over about once a week, if that. So, yeah, he played. It's my fault for taking him out. That's how important he is to us right now, with all the freshmen we got running around. And even Dylan and Will, they didn't play, guys. I mean, they played 11 minutes here, 10 no minutes, 11. They're running around playing with the first 6 that we had last year. And you want to throw Kenny in as Dem's backup. I mean, we had as good a first 7 as anybody. So, Dylan and Will didn't get to do a lot. So really, Kenny and Dem are the only guys we have with experience. So Lazar I have to make sure he understands. I think he's our best player, if not right there with Dem. He got that talk at halftime. Got some more shots up to say.
Dem obviously was elite defensively last year. His ability to get 28 points in a game, what does that mean for you going forward? If, you have
I still think he can get better. And it's my job to get him, to continue to get him to, your strength is your weakness, right? So his strength is he's a tremendous athlete and as good a competitor as I've ever coached. You know, the difference is he's just a better athlete than Jaime. Jaime's the same competitor, but Adem's a world-class athlete. And to quote him, he's the fastest man alive at his size. That's what he had. It's a straight quote from him. Usain Bolt. So, but that doesn't help you on offense. Because I told him, you know, does Jokic take his time or does he play fast? Right? You know, so when you're an elite defender, then you know, it's asking a guy a lot to just be such an elite athlete and then slow down when you get the ball and become Kiki Vandeweghe and Jaime Jaquez, and you know, a guy with size that can make turnarounds and read defenses and all that type of stuff. But so it's I know he had a lot of points tonight, but he's gonna get better and better and better with this, you know, as the time goes, because he's gonna get a lot of opportunity as well. And he's a young kid, and he made a really intelligent decision to come back to school, because it's hard to grow sitting on the bench. You know, so you're gonna see his growth.
Last question.
And you mentioned, you know, he's obviously got more that he can do and get better. Just considering the injury that he came off of, is there anything particularly that impressed you? Yeah.
Well, more just the fact that he hadn't played. He didn't play on our summer tour. He didn't play in either scrimmage. So this was his first time. You know, practice is one thing, but actually playing, putting on his uniform, having referees. You know, he hadn't done that since he got hurt. You know, so, and he was playing with one arm against Northwestern. So I was concerned with his rhythm and his timing. You know, because offense, you know, as an offensive player, you need rhythm and timing and touches and things like that. We've tried to get him as many as we can in practice, but it's still not a game. With the other teams got a scouting report, you know, and it's, you know, now they're going to see that, and they're going to, you know, there's going to be more people around him, you know, so it's going to be a process for him. But I was concerned with his timing, you know, when you haven't played. All right, guys.